Look, you're alive, number 42. You ready? Are you ready? Okay, you're going to have to move. You mind moving? Look, you're right here. Look, you're right on the screen. You mind moving? Can you move? Everybody thinks that we're dating because you're always here, right? You never leave. And I'm only signed up as one. How you doing there, kitty? Most kitties run away. This kitty doesn't want to move, right? You don't want to move, kitty? It's too good here, right? Go find your daddy. Where's your daddy? Go ahead. Where's your daddy? Hey, what's that lifting your butt end up? What is that? Show everybody how stoned you look. Show everybody. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, you gotta go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Friday evening. It was a very sad day today. Just for my mental. Just for my mental. It was a sad day for my mental. Over and over, I kept going the same thought. Not sure if I should bring up the subject. Just that people, 636, what they mean according as coding. Hold on a second. I have been dealing with 3, 6, and 9 in the monoliths. 636. Well, just to know that 36, 360 degrees, 36 parts, and where 36 is divided. Now the question is, when they divide it, do they add in something that creates the elongated 0? Because if you follow on, and how can I describe? I'm going to write this down. Okay, we're going to have to get that tail out of the way. Do I have enough light here? Can you stop wagging your tail? You're not a dog. Okay, here's a circle. But if I want to divide day and night, I will have to divide day and night. Now, if I take this together, it becomes the elongated circle. Notice the way I have this on one side. The other side has your heart. You don't need the heart in both worlds. Life is over here. Over here, you just need the passing of the heart. And if you take a good look at this, not only is it the letter D on one side, not only can it stand up and be the daggered line of the D, but it can also be maybe the daggered line of the other side and the P. So the P would be to the right. The B would be to the right, above and below and to the right, and the P above and below and to the right. Unless the vision was from this side. If the vision was from this side, here would be your B, and then on this side, this is where your Q gets divided, and then you have that dividing line just like we see inside the Q. But it's not this way. It's the Q is this way. French, they call this aigu, and the other one they call grave. I'm not really sure of the terminology of how you say it. One is aigu, one is grave. Keep it, okay, yes, that's the way. It's all stupid. So what would be this dividing line? What would be, I like to work it in squares, okay? I like to work it in squares. That would be the maximum. And just this line over here, okay? And then this line over here. Is it 18 and 18, the divided numbers? I'm just trying to go through my own head. Well, it's upside down. I don't like to work that way. Oh, now it's 81. Or is it 81? Okay, so let's say it's this circle. And let's say the other world is this circle. And then we have the one in between. It can only be this way. So we have that joining two worlds together is one way. What is the 5.25? What is that? What is 525? Well, 360 degrees plus 5.25. Energy into Earth and the Moon. Once you have 25, okay, in order to create the 1010, you have 85. Now I'm off the subject with 63, right? 21 times 3 or 3 cubes. Now, if we have 3 by 6, 18, 3 plus 6, letter IR. So it's like almost like saying IRS because the R is in the A family, single dot. The R is the 18th letter. The 18th letter, if we do it on roulette, number 18 is over here. Number 19 is over here. And if we were looking at addresses, 1 would be here, 2 would be here, 3 would be here, 4 would be here. It would be divided on the street. Now, if the first 4 addresses are like this, in order to get this, it would take 7 plus 6, 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is here, 7 plus 6 is here. Now we have the beginning. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10J. Now, what does it equal? This equals to a total of 5 and 5. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5E, 15O, and now we have Joe. Let's have a cup of Joe. 5 by 5, 35, any craps, and 10, equaling to 45. And is that right? 5 by 5, 25. Earth, 5 plus 5, 10, equals to 35. And that is electric company, which is 1 and 1, and which is 2 and 1, which is the student and the passing of the river. That's the way I want to look at 66. The woman, the movement of the oceans, the movement of the rivers, and I talk about this because of what's reversed on the dice. It's funny that 1 and 1, that looks like sometimes 1 and 1 comes together as 11, is the opposite, okay? It's created by the only 2 numbers in the cube, which is 6 and 5, 11. I'm always also confused with 36. How do we get 36? 18 times 2 is 36. 9 by 4 is 36. Is there any other way to get 36? 8.5 times 8.5 times, is it 8.5? 4 by 8 is 32. That would be 34. No. We can go 8 to, no, we can't. I'm trying to figure out another way to get 36. 18 by 2. 9 by 4, 63, 3 by 21, 2 and 1 is 3. My cat couldn't spread out any other way, right? Any other way. Can't spread out any other way, right? It's okay. Just keep the leg off the board. Really tired tonight. Really extremely tired tonight. So we're going to switch a little bit of the subject here, and I'm going to go on to this over here. Give me a second. Make this smaller. Take this out of here. Put this over here. And let's see where we can find number 36. I'm looking on the scale here. Hold on a second. 36. 35, 36 is KR. What is KR for 36? And what is the reverse of 36? It's 63. 58, 56. Where is 63? 59, 63, EU. I can't even read it. It's a little too small for me. Maybe if I put on a pair of these glasses here, maybe I can see it. Hold on a second. Tired. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this video. 63 is, it says Euro Plurum or something. Can't even see with these glasses on. No, I can't even see with these glasses on what 63 is. So I have to look at 63 and understand it. EU, 5, and it's a small u, okay? And I just have to go through it. These are just, how can I say it? And then KR. So what would, and these rows, what are the rows? See, I don't even know about this, but the element scale is telling us a story. I don't know what the story is, and I'm very tired. The colors, okay? The color of your P is over here. So let's get off. And all this is, to me, is something to do with the AI, something to do with the sun. All this is something to do with the sun. The green planet, the sky over here, something to do with the sun. That's the way I see this. And then we'd have to go through our colors here. Pretty boring. Not boring at all. I just can't figure it out right now. Extremely, extremely tired. Gold monolith was in China. Explain that. I'm listening. Yeah, the elements. The elements. Just the word elements. ENT, entity, stent. It's an extension of connecting stent. The last four letters, ENT, element, elements, elementary. It means it's just natural building. The elements, it's natural building. Chemical, when they say Hashem, the end spelling for Hashem, which is one of the names of God, is chemical. Shem, 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 Ikal, calibrate, calibrate, calibrate. One of the numbers is 74 and gives you the number W, which is Jesus to beta creation, to a secondary creation. The other one is Re, as in do, re, mi, gets number 75, and that's connected to the energy, and that's the numeric value for the moon. 75 is also a representation of 3/4, Earth and Mars. And 3/4, what's missing to make it whole is you're now missing the Earth. CD, which is number 48, which is also relevant to Pluto and SON, Sun, as well as 84, 87, 88. 88, it's funny the way 88, the purple sky, is Ra. And that's exactly, for me, that's the way it should be. And 56, the student, is Ba. And CNS, creation of the spirit, 55. And R&B, number 37, the cube, the gateway, the red sun, R&B, Venus into the angel. It just makes, for me, sense. K gets number 19. K is number 19, and that's a link, a far link, mixing AC, DC with the red sun coming into one part, into the spirit in the moon. Why do I say one part? Because there's 3 parts that go through the moon. As number 19 is a multiple that will create 57. So and you can do all of them. Since the moon number is 57, 57 divided by 9 equals to 6.33. 57 divided by 8 equals 7.125, which means the gateway to alpha beta creation of Earth and Mars. 57 divided by 6 equals to 9.5 or 5.6, which is the student. And our link is Neptune and time in between 5 and 9. You see 59, 59. You have the 1 second. That 1 second is the arm on the clock moving to the next level, and etc. So I just divide all the numbers to find out what each one means. And then you have 57 divided by 5. What is 11.4? And 5 divided by 57. So you do it both ways to understand how the numbers match up. I don't even have to know what they mean. We just have to play that game. Monoliths. I'm going to look that up. Okay, I'm looking that up. So are they real or they're not real? Man-made monoliths have started appearing in Vancouver. At least 3 of the structures have been sighted around the. So is it mysterious or not mysterious? Well, obviously they're G5 towers in different what's it called? In different they're just towers. They're just to me they're what's it called, towers. I'm looking. Can you see through it? This one seems to be see-through. Somehow it seems to be for generating energy. Oh yeah, these are towers for sure. Oh yeah, these are towers. Oh yeah. They're definitely towers. They're definitely part of the G5 towers. They're not just pop. Are they popping up or they're being built? I don't get it. Are they popping up or they're just being built? I have to see this. Okay, I need to know. I haven't seen it yet. Um, you can send it to my email if you want. Okay, they're being placed and then they're being removed. Is that what's happening? They're being placed and then they're being removed? Do you know my email address? 369, 3 by 618, 3 by 927. Beta creation, spirit. I always use the same wording. Oh, so you have my email address. Okay, right? Just say yes. Occult ritual, 3 sides. Everything is 3 sides. That's 369, 3 sides. But actually, it's not 3 sides. It's 5 sides. Because if you have 3 sides and you don't have a point, you need a top and a bottom. And you need, if you have 3 sides, you have 3 points in the top, 3 points in the bottom. You have a top and a bottom. So you have 3 walls and a top and a bottom. That's what it is. So the elements, number 74, number 75, number 48, number 81. I mean, all these, I don't like to this cat's nuts. I go to bed at night. She doesn't come to my bedroom, but when I'm at my desk, I'm at the desk. This is where she is. What do you think she wants with her 2 paws like that, eh? What do you want there, eh? Okay. Should I get back to the beginning of a video, something I was thinking about? I was thinking about, let me see if I can get this off my cat and put this on here. The Julian calendar, how it's off, the 10.08 minutes, which is actually 168, which is the week, and talking about Earth and Mars, the lunar solar calendar that the Hebrew run in, which means we run the lunar cycle for the months and we run the solar cycle for the year. Mercury runs with Cougar. And I know that because of cars. Different car names tell us something else. Right now in some of my videos, I'm just going to come out and match. Just try to match up things that we can look at that say, hey, yes, this is true. Earth has a number. Mercury has a number. And all of these are just primary, how can I say that? Primary, um, well, just parts of a greater equation. So we have the solar, solar. We have the lunisolar, meaning one as in male because it's UNI and not UNE. We also have, I don't like to show it like this, and I can't put it down. My cat keeps going over it. It's 98 by 60, 60 seconds if you want, or 60 minutes equals 570, which is a representation of 5760. This is the end of a time cycle, the year 2000. I'm running off a Hebrew time. 96 divided by 5760 equals to 60. 90 divided by 5760 is 64, which is another thing I was looking at. Instead of 60 minutes an hour, there are 64 minutes in the hour, but it's been broken down and run to 60. It's either 96 by 60 or 90 by 64. Beta creation, the birth, the rotation in time, but it's lost. We lose time. I can't explain this right now. I don't know if it's because I'm too tired. The next one is special because it's Pluto divided by the same number. When you divide Pluto 84, it equals to the same numeric value. Let me point the camera down. It seems like I'm having trouble to see it. This over here, when I divide the numeric value for Pluto or the sun divided by 5760, I get up with 9 lives of the cat. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8. And the remainder is 571428, which is the same thing as 4 divided by 7. 5714285. 5714285. This is Jesus of time. And it runs through time 0, because this is the year 2000 in Hebrew time, or reflected as 3760, when the new calendar came from the Hebrew calendar into either the Julian calendar or the Gregorian calendar. The next one from here, if I take off 6, would be 78, and that would be the gateway. So we'd have to calculate 5760 divided by 78 equals to 7386413. I'm trying to find, and then 5760 divided by 72. 5760 divided by 72. These are all specific numbers, which equals 80. This equals 80. This is your dividing road. This is what replaced 66. 80 replaces 66. 0 will always equal 6. This, when a big red sun, this is part of your 720 minutes or your half a day. So if 360 is a day, then 720 would be 2 days. Then 1440 would be 4 days. So there's 4 days inside 1 day, or 4 360s in a 1440-minute day. I like to rebound everything off of each other. Wait, where is that I? Yes, Nyan. Where did I see that before? 12875. Okay, well, Nyan sequence 124875. Did you know that that is, first of all, I'm going to get a glass of water, but 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. 1 plus 6, 7. 3 plus 2, 5. So the 8 and the 4 and the 2 and the 1, this creates 3, 4, 8, 7, 5. This is your 7875. Your gateway Q is through your 5775, the moon. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. And when you say blackjack, I always like to say black eye. And now you're going nyan. 5, 7, 5, 5, 5. All divided by the gateway. 55 and 55. The half-life and the half-life and the gate. It ends up saying G5. 7 by 5, 35. 7 plus 5, 12. Either to 47 or to minus it, 23. Beta creation. The other thing about number 36, it's also 93, and it talks about the skies of Saturn. Give me a second. I have to go get some juice or something. I'm tuckering here. Tuckering early tonight. Hopefully I get to sleep all night. Send me some of that. I like to always repeat this one thing. So do you see, Son of John, do you see the Fibonacci sequence? 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 is the Fibonacci sequence. Where do you get your 1, 2, 8, 7, 5? Sacred geometry. So sacred geometry 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. That's the Fibonacci numbers. The Aquarius star, Aquarius, Aquarium, and it has to do with a quarter. Aquarium is in part of a word for quarter, and it's also something to do with some sort of alien. Just because I mean, I can't explain it. It's just what I've seen before in movies, and it comes out in the word aquarium. And I don't think there's any words out here that were created that didn't come from something prior. All our language, for me, 144, 12 by 12, 1,440 minutes in a day. 4 by 4 is area space, also a description of the sun through 14. But 100 is created by 10 by 10. So that would be, I would have to switch it into letters, and I would say C XXXX if you want 44. But would you get 50? I would take an L and put before the, there's many ways to do it. I have a new way to do Roman numerals. If you want to see it, I'll show you. A way to do Roman numerals is usually it's L, and you would want to put X, X, X. Is that it? Is that, how would you do 44? Would you go X? Is that 44 in Roman numerals? Let me look that up. $44 in Roman numerals. XLIV. Life. See, XLIV, XLIV. L minus X. So when you want to put minus, you put a bigger number and a lower number before the bigger number in order to create this. So if you want to do 90, would you do XC? Let me see. 90 in Roman numerals. CXC.
90 is XC.
XC. Sexy. Look at that. Sexy. So 110. So 110 would be sexy. 90 would be XC. XC sexy. Here we have to live. See, 10 is IO. And I like to look at that as an operating system. When you have the OI together. I've blocked out the draw Masonic compass and place X unit in the two. Too bad we can't do that on here. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. Can you put something on here? No. But if I had my Discord, you can draw a picture and then post a picture. Draw Masonic compass and put an X. Masonic compass. So well, I didn't do that right. And then what is it? See, in order to draw it, and then put an X in between. So that X would come out in a specific place. And you notice the way it's a ruler. Who's the ruler? And it's an angle, right? It's a 90-degree angle, but this is not a 90-degree angle. What angle is this one up here? So I didn't start to look at this yet. And at the same time, you can see there's a design in every single one of them. Here, not. The G is a lock. The G is a lock. If you have a pin and you hold your pin down, imagine there was a pin on this end and it was held down, and you pry it down, you put the pin inside this over here, and it locks inside the G. It holds it inside the G. It's a lock. It's a lock for a bar that opens and closes. There's somebody who's really good at all this in geometry and writing and the universe, and that's Robert Edward Grant. Extremely, extremely good out there. And did you have something to do? You're upside down again. You're upside down. I wish I could look into your eyes. Your eyes look like cameras. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You never talk back. You never say anything. Sometimes you're a little annoying, but when I look into your eyes, it's crazy. I wish I can travel in your eyes. I wish I can just travel in your eyes. I don't know if anybody else can see it. In your eyes. Take a look in your eyes. One, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, I'm wrong. Binary is 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. Fibonacci is 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Correct. I'm sorry. Made a mistake. So in binary, where you get 1, 2, you have the in between the beta creation. You have electric company. You have the moon, and then you have the gateway to birth, and then you have the 7 again. So you have the birth, the gateway. You have the gateway, the birth, and the gateway again. And then you have the gateway again through Christ, 77. And then you have the energy. What I'm talking about in Fibonacci is 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And then you go back to 9 again. 9 and 7 on the other side of 9. 7 and 9 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So now you have 7, 9. Let me mark this down. 1 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. How is that possible? 7. Shouldn't it be 8? The Fibonacci, you have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. It should be 8. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So I'm a little mixed up with your Fibonacci numbers. Can you help me out there? 4 and 8 is 12 is 3. 3 and 4 become 7. 7 and 3 become 1. 1 and 7 become 8. 8 and 1 become 9. And 8 becomes 8. 8 and 7 becomes 8. So this is where the dividing sky comes in. The birth and the dividing sky to heaven, the birth and dividing sky. In 8 is already 7. And it's expressed over here. 7, 7. And this becomes 7, and this becomes 6. This becomes 4. This becomes 1. This becomes 5, 6, 2, 8, 1, 9, 1, 1, 2. And then we start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. The 24th one. And then we've repeated, and boom, 1 again. So 1. So this is the 24th one, and then we start over. So the 24-hour day. 16 hours and 8 hours. 7 and 8, 51 Mars. Everything's going to tell a little story. So yeah, the 1, 2, 4. This is not. This is binary. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, and then it starts over with 1. And again, Mars, Mars, creation, the bad cat creation. Yeah, so I was wrong. Are we back together with that point now? Are we back together with that point? And this Fibonacci, I mean, binary will show you one design. First of all, we were talking before about 18. We were talking about the 0 earlier on. We were talking about numbers, right? 0 can do this and this, and the way to get around it is this way. There's your 0 number, the way that oval is taking up 2 area spaces relevant to 18. I like to count one area. Where you have a center 5, you need 4 areas. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. So you have 1, and in this area square here, you have 1, 2, 3. So first you have 1, then you have 1, 2, 3, then you have 1, 2. You have 1, 3, 2, 2, and back to 1 again. That's how we go around this circle. But this is, I'm out to lunch with this. You didn't say binary, right? I didn't say binary. I made a mistake. I didn't say binary. So you want to do binary? I'm going to do binary. First of all, roulette, when you play roulette, it's not this size. Roulette is more, we can do roulette going this size. I'm not sure if this is the size, but it's not this size in roulette. And what happens is, the reason for that is because we need to put a chip in between 2 areas. And when I find areas, I need to find 4 corners. I can't, I mean, for me, if I was to do this for roulette, I can put the chip this way. Or I use this for roulette and I put the chip this way. Otherwise, I'd have to use up this whole area. So I'd be using up a square or a rectangle. Depending on what you do, drawing online. Obligations, drawing online. So here's my 88. My 88 is telling me about 4 boxes. Can it be this way to do 88 or this way? This is telling me one story. This is telling me another story. The joint number is right here, separation. Here we have separation, but we each have a house of our own. The cross, on the cross, the center of the areas. So if we're going to do, you want to do Fibonacci, you want to do binary, we're going to do binary. I'm doing this really quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Binary. 1 to 2. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. And then 5. Now the backwards to binary is 3 to 2 to 6 to 8 to 9 to 5. The forward to binary is 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 7 to 5. So we go 3 to 2, 3 over to 2, 2 over to 6, 6 over to 8, 8 over to 9, and back to 5. So from beta creation, the God comes into the house planet through the high skies of the birth of the heavens, on cue, through the red sun and energy, birth energy. In the binary code here, we come in through the gateway of Mars and the moon, according to what these numbers are, right? We can do a whole lot of other things. 6 and 9, 8 is eternal. Would you like to see the Mighty Mouse? Would you like to see that design? Let's see the design. 9 and 6 and 8 is eternal. And it creates the letter F as well as 7, if you want to look at it that way. We've seen that before, haven't we? 6 and 9. Well, I just did it. 9 and 6. 8 is eternal, and it's on this angle. And the French, I like to use the French and the English. The French and the English seem to put something together. Banana, yes, absolutely banana, yes. You know, I mean, you want to look at it as the S. The S is a funny letter. I mean, I can't do it here, but I can show you other S's. So many letters that show different things. S letter. Now, I'm not sure if you can see what I see, but if you look at it this way, inside the S is R, and then the other side, it's R and R. Whoop, R and R inside the S. There's the first R inside the S. Connecting star inside the S. All the letters inside, all the letters back to back, they create something else. So this is your binary code. X77, Christ, XX, and then this star. And if you look at the bottom and the top, you can draw a line and call this the I. There's only one single zero down here, and there's a V over here. V-O. I have to go over this and take another look and see what else comes out of this. But if we expand this design and color stuff in, we'll be able to see other pictures. Just like let me see something. Close the curtain of a show. So the curtains are closed, right? And if we can get the curtains properly somewhere, we're going to be able to see At the end of the curtain, usually it shows the numbers 52, but we're not showing the ends of the curtain anywhere in here. But at the ends of these curtains, it'll show 52. What is that? Well, hold on a second. It's not only the curtains. There's another thing. What is it? Not a bow tie. Can't remember. Can't remember. 23 years. Yeah, 23, 46, 69. Perception and perspective. Very good words. Those are the words I like to use. 2 times 3, 6. 2 plus 3, 5. 23 equals 56. 46 equals 24 and 10. 34. 69 equals to the Sun and Mars. That's what 69 comes out to. The Sun and Mars. 46 comes out to one creation, and it's the XX creation because 4 times 6 and 4 plus 6 create the Roman numeral 10 and the 24th letter in the alphabet, which is X. And when you have the 24th letter in the alphabet, the reverse is C and Q. The reverse of 46, although it's 2410, the reverse letters and numbers are 3 and 17, which is 3 and 8. And that's the gold, and that's the first place. And that, for me, is the moon. Why in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was there a guy that was always throwing his pick fork, pick meaning spade, right, and tasting it and looking for silver and gold until the iceberg broke and he floated away from the abominable snowman. Everything is a code. Maybe, maybe not. But in my project, it is. And it's just a project. And it doesn't have anything or any bearing on reality other than our own personal perspective, linking to the universe in the game of Mr. Tackpans. Thank you, Blue Moon. Thank you, Blue Moon. I'm not very fast on some nights. In fact, lately I've been very tired. I'm trying to do my best. Sometimes I ramble through it so fast. I rather go a little bit slow and say less than say something that doesn't make any sense. Has anybody seen Sator Rotas and what it does, or any of these? Even what's it called? Even the, what do you call that? That board? Not Tino. God, it's in the other room. Can I go and get it? What's that book called? What's the book with the 9 numbers? Give me a second. I'm going to go look. I have no lights in the other room, so I put this on. Sudoku. Sudoku, if you connect any of the numbers in Sudoku, okay, you can connect them and then look at your binary code or any of the other codes. There's 81 in here, 999. So when I say the cube, every one of the cubes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 9 cubes in here. Or is each one of these a single cube? If each one of these are a single cube, then every single one of these has 9 to a side. So if you're running with this, and if each individual one was a cube, you'd have 999, 999, 999, 9 by 9, 81, 81, 81, 243, 243, and 243, 246, and 120 is 720, 729. Very special number, 729. 729, is that 7 by 7 by 7? 7 times 7 times 7 equals, no, times 7 equals, no, 24. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. 7 times 7 equals 49. Gringo Christ. Times 7 equals 343, which is DC. Which is not only DC, it also creates the 24 hours. 7 by 7 by 7, 343. 3 by 4 by 3 equals the 24 hours. 343 times 7 equals 2401, which is actually the address my brother's business is at. But 2401 are backwards 1024, which is X and X again. I think it was 9 by 9 by 9. 9 by 9 by 9, 721. Fine gold. 72 when a big red sun of birth. 72. 72 is half. When you look at this 729 and I see it in reverse, it looks like 759. 2 and 5 are reversed from each other, right? It's 2 and 5. Do you see any resemblance? If you multiply anything by 5, it will always be that number's half. 5 by 9? No, let's not use 9. 5 times 3 will be 1.5. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 4 is 20. So that's 20 is 2 is half of 4. I bring it to a single digit. Now, if you want to bring everything back to its fullness, you multiply it by 2. So that's 5 and 2. 5 and 2 reflective of each other. 6 and 9. 6 and 9, I call that rotation. I call that rotation. I call that the rotation of the what do you call it? Of the percentage. The percentage in rotation between life and birth and the half-life. And you look at the keyboard, you can see the same thing. Right, 27, 2 and 7 is 9, right. And Rainbow Bridge, 343. Creation to Mars, creation. I just like to look at plainly. 3 is the Earth, 4 is Mars. 3 holds the spirit, 4 holds the structure. 4 is the structure, 3 is the passing through the structure, the in-between of the structure, 3 and 4. In fact, when you're looking at 3, I hold it this way. When you're looking at 4, I hold it this way. Hold on a second. 4. If you hold 4 this way, it's a plus sign. If you hold 4 this way, it's a multiple sign. And we're missing these corners. This is a plus sign. This is a multiple sign and a plus sign. This single area is only a multiple sign unless you go up, down, up in this area, because you cannot go through it any other way. 144 equals 9. Yes, that is the light. I call it the exchange as well. 72. 70, which is made up of 60 and 10 and 2. Or 2 is a representation of ND. ND, second. There's first, there's second, and there's third, and there's fourth. Standard death. Standard death. First, second, and third, and fourth. 72. 72 is 2 times 36. 18 is who we are, the resident angels. 10, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the heaven equals 10 and 8. J and H. And J is funny because it is us, right? And that's why J comes with a dot and I comes with a dot into one world and the other world, the Father and the Son. J and I. I is in the R family. J is in the Spirit Angel family. Jack Spirit Angel. JAS 111. IR 99. Reverse of this is 1 and 1. Reverse of this is 999. Lightning and thunder united. Absolutely. These are the things. It's all just plain and simple. We just have to keep at it. It just looks like a child's game. But we're all children. We're all the children of God. And it's not only us. Let me look up this other thing here. I just want to take a little break and just point this on the screen. Bloomberg cites Mercedes-Benz electric car system integration department estimates that currently the electric vehicles release significantly more climate warming gases as its manufacturing stage than a gas or diesel engine car, which releases 20% of a lifetime of carbon dioxide at the manufacturing stage. Automakers experts the situation to improve in a decade or so, but now the amount of pollutants created to manufacture electric vehicles and batteries is greater than manufacturing internal combustion vehicles. There's a different reason that they're building all these cars right now. It has nothing to do with saving anything for us, because this gasoline and everything, we're never going to run out of it. We never will if we don't abuse, because as you see it, just like water, everything is recycled and comes right back in. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. Just letting you know that buying yourself an electric vehicle, will you get better gas? Will you save money? Right? It's all about, it's just a funny thing. 1 second. Roulette, French. Roulette wheel Orpheus. I'm looking for roulette wheel orphelin. Morpheus, orphelin. Whoop, I touched it and it moved. The orphelins on roulette are numbers, orphans that do not belong to two sections of the wheel covered by either. Orphans, Morpheus, these two here. There's a whole story going on in here. This one over here, if you note, take it 1, 21, 35, 66, 75. 6, 7, 17, 76. 8, 7, 6, 21. 17 and 34, 51, Mars, and 6, 57, 75, 77 times 75. Is there a reason for this? The roulette wheel, for those who've never been here before, I want the 70s muscle car. How about the cougar, the Mercury cougar? Was that the 70s? It's very funny that you said that. That popped up on me tonight online. You're pooped. So am I. I got up in the morning. Get up in the morning, go to bed at night. Some people get up during the day and go to bed in the morning. Anyways, it's all turning around. GT, Mustang GT, or is that a Mercury? Okay, let me take off this light. So we saw the design, and there's also a design with there's designs in everything. The moon design, then I think we're going to end this really early. The moon design is $57.75, but I put $57.12. The same way as 12/21, right? Or 2012 is really 2021. We're looking at the wrong way. But because I drew one of them backwards, the 2012 could have been 2015, the end of the cycle. Why? 70, I'm just trying to figure out where we get 2015. Oh yes, 77 times 75 equals 57.75. Okay, 5760 is the year 2000. So this is the year 2015, and then the 6 years of the cube, 2021, which ended in November, in October, September, because it's based on the Jewish calendar. And in the Jewish calendar, we're in the year 5781, which is 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, times Jesus Christ of time on the cross. A, B, C, God. Ebexi. Abesi. I'm not really sure what this means. A-B-E-C. A-B-E-C. I'm not really sure what that means. I might have to work with Spanish, English, French. Maybe there's a code that puts all the languages in order by the first initial. I don't know. So this times this equals this. 80 times 47 equals 3760, which is 0 time. And then 2,000 years later is 5760. And there's all kinds of ways to get to 5760. And if you want to take the 25,920 Mayan time divided by 5760, it equals to 4.5, and that's Foxhole Passage. 4.5 times 5760 times 0 equals 25,920. 4.5 times 1440 the day equals to 648, the seconds in the day. And there's the sun, the half-life sun. I'm tired, very tired. Easy. 606, for me, 606. Halloween, by the way, is actually, because it's the 304th day of the year, 305th day of the year, in a leap year. In fact, we went through the leap year. We went through the end of the cycle. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this next. Not even sure what I got done in here. I think we went over. Did we go over this yesterday? 1, 4, and 7 on your calculator. 1 month of February, special 28 days. 4 months of 30 days. 7 months of 31 days. 2, 5, and 8. Earth, matrix, 3, cycle. 82, 28 is the cycle. 85, 58 is the matrix. And it also establishes the moon. Hold on a second. The 147, DNA in the sun, time Christ, gateway. 258, 25 Earth, 28 cycle, 58 silver matrix, 58, 85. The purple sky, the dividing sky, the heavens. 8 and 8 is 16, the half-life. 1 and 6 is 7, and this is your numeric number to pass through the moon. 28, 28, 82, again 7, and this one will be for the red sun and the birth, win a big red sun. Nibiru. Ni, by meaning to, ru, or in Beirut. I'm not sure what's in Beirut. 2 times 7, 14. N, 2 plus 7, I, 9. 14 and 9, 23. W, win. Big. Second letter, B. I-N. G, big. Seventh letter, 7 and 2, 9. Seventh letter, G. Second letter, B, big. And sun is 27 and 27, 54, and that's the numeric value for red is 27. And 27 and 27 equals to the red sun. Car talk in English. If you want a car to talk, give it number 35 and call it Herbie. Big Bird. Absolutely. Big Bird. Sesame Street. See the same street alphabetically and numerically. Wow. It's only 10:54, eh? I'm really, really tired. I'm really tired. You know what's funny? Home Alone, and Alone, and Alone, and we're all alone. And if we keep listening and staying alone, we just keep listening and staying alone, listening and staying alone. We're just listening. No, I can't get into that subject. It's just not a good subject to get into. It's just not a good subject to get into. Oz, 15 and 26, Oz equaling to 41. Letter combinations, what they do to numbers. I wanted to do something with 96. I just want to see if I have this down here, if it's in this book or not. The 96 seconds for 96 minutes, or 90 seconds and 90 minutes, a different way to calculate time in a 15-hour day or in a 16-hour day and not a 24-hour day. But that's hypothetical talking. In a 15-hour day, right, for time 0, it's just ironic how numbers match. And I'm going to show you this. That in a 15-hour day, 96 times 96 equals to 9216. That means 96 minutes and 96 seconds in an hour gives you 9,216 in 1 hour. Times 5 equals 46,080. Three parts, 3 5-hour parts of a day, 3 sides, times 3 15 hours in a day, okay, equals to 138,240. Divide that by a regular day of 24 hours. 138,240 divided by a 24-hour day equals to 5,760. And that is time zero. Time zero according to Hebrew time. Hebrew time, the year 2000, not time zero. Not time zero. 3760 is time zero divided by 90 equals to 41. No. 3760. I'm just trying to figure out how to get all these numbers. These are specific numbers. 3760 is the Hebrew time for the change of where Christ was born, that time period. This is the 15-hour day. The 16-hour day is, I'm just trying to see if I have the 16-hour day. Here's the 96 minutes. Here's the 16-hour day. The 16-hour day, I'm just trying to see something over here. Where is that 16-hour day? 16 hours a day, 90 seconds, 90 minutes. We're going to redo that real quick, and I'll probably get it done in another video. When we like the truth, and the truth floats to the top, a new doorway opens for those of us who have the special, who can have the special, what's it called, to bring in that, those that take no sides. 90 times 90 equals 81, and that is Venus. This is where Venus comes in. So we have 90 by 90 is 810 for 1 metric hour. In the last one, we had 3 by 5 periods in a day equaling to the 15 hours. In this one, okay, in 1 metric hour, this is the 15-hour day. In this one, it's a 16-hour day. This one is 96 by 96. This one is 90 by 90. This is where Mars comes in. 90 by 90, okay, 0. All zeros equal 6. This is divided through Venus. Maybe it's the mirror. I don't know. This is the 7. This would equal to 6. 1 and 5, 6. 1 and 6, 7. So we have 810. 810 times 4 is our vibration, 324, or 18 by 18 equaling to 324. 324 times 4 equals to 1296. 1296, 12,960 seconds or minutes. Let's say is that seconds. Is that what it is? Let's say 90 by 90 equals 8100. 8100 times 4. 4-hour cycle is 324.00 times 4 equals 12,960. If you multiply it by 2 equals to 25,920 of the Mayan count. It's exactly right on. So when I take this number now, and do I take that and I divide it, 12,960 divided by 24, it equals to 540, the numeric value for the sun. I'm just trying to see what this is. Yes, 540. 540 divided by 60 equals to 9. 16 and 9 equals to 25 hours. 25 hours in a day, 1 hour lost. Something's wrong here. I don't know where it is. I'd like to put this on pause, but I can't. 12,960 seconds in a day. 129,600 seconds. 102,960 divided by 90 equals 1,440. And we have 1,440 minutes in a day. And the reason I divided it by 90 is because I took away the seconds and I went only to the minutes. But if I took 12,960 divided by 60, it would give me 2160, and 2160 is 9 by 24, or the diameter of the moon. And 1 and 6 creates 27, telling me about the red sun and the connection of the moon. See, all these numbers, according to the way I see it, they're repeating because they have to run that sequence. So they have to repeat that sequence. Therefore, all the numbers have to follow the sequence. All right, let me see. There's some comments here. Inside hemp, 15 hours a day. Is that a news bulletin? Is that a story? What does that exactly mean, inside hemp? So I can better understand. All is one. I go to sleep. Big bird. So let me see what the last one is. Just looking at 96, 96. Hold on a second. 96 seconds, 96 by 3 by 4 is 36,864. 92, 646, 15 hours. Oh, divided by 24. Okay, it was divided by 24. Okay. 12,960. 129,600 divided by 24 equals to 5,400. So I did get the 5,400 right. This is 5,400, and the other one was 5,760. So the difference between the 96-minute day and 96-second day towards a 90-minute day and the 90-second day is 5,400, and our difference is 360. A perfect round is our difference. This one would mention the sun in the 90 seconds. This one mentions the moon. Doesn't mean anything else. I don't know. In another calculation, 19 by 19 equals to 361 plus 38 equals to 399. There's many ways to do numbers. Let's go 1/2. I'm just doing a little smorgasbord here, okay? 1/2. What's the next one? 2 and 4, 1/2. 3 and 6, 1/2. Third area. Each one divides a little bit different. This is 3 parts. What's next? 4 and 8. This is the sun. This is the cat. This is alpha beta creation. Because 1 and 2 is 3. This becomes, I can go to number 5 and 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. This would be Mars. All zeros equal 6. Mars links to the moon. 5 and 1. 5 and 1 now becomes 6 and 12, which becomes 6 and 3. So these two, the sun and Mars, lives in between creation. Why? Because this is the first time this number repeats. And then these are on the outside or on the other side. And then we have 7 and 14 or 7 and 5. We're down at the moon. And then we have 8 and 16 or 8 and 7. Then we have the gateway. And then we have 9 and 18 or 99. We have Jupiter. And then we have 10 and 20. And we've started all over again, and it's now location. CB code. Growing hemp inside. It's funny that you said that. There was some gentleman I met today for no reason at all. He shows up, stands in front of me, not wearing a mask. And he goes, "Do you believe?" And just like that, I said, "No, I don't." I didn't ask him what I believed in. I didn't ask him what he believed in. He says, "Do you believe?" I go, "No, I don't." He says, "Do you know what's going on?" I go, "Yes, I do." I says, "What can I do for you?" And he says, told me what I can do for him. And that was the end. Then he says to me, "I got my own hemp growing place." He says, "We all believe in the same thing, and we just don't believe." And that's basically the story of what it went through. And most of the people, I believe, say the same thing. And looking out there, I mean, I'm a little off the subject, but if you really look out there, I want to know what George Carlin, just watch George Carlin and maybe you'll get part of the answer of what I'm talking about, because it's not what I'm talking about. If you don't open up your eyes and ears and believe both sides, because everything is real. Just because somebody thinks differently, it doesn't mean that it's not real. It's just an alternative way of looking at things. And we always must look at the alternative, just like the alternator. Alternator is Taurus, and it's a way of communication. It's a backwards way of communication. Yes, the funny digital world that we live in, and the books are coming off the market. Buy books, have books at home. Don't download books, have books at home. You don't like the books, you don't read books, collect some history books at home. Any kind of book, just have books at home. I look online, I look at a book. Books online can be switched in an instant at any time. Your book at home cannot be switched. Oh my God, yeah, he's in the big club. He's also clubbing right now. He's in the big club in the sky. May he rest, may the name rest in peace, but his knowledge, his antics, may they live on forever. Hallelujah. And even the word hallelujah, Haley's comment, Luya. It's like we're rentals, all human rentals. I don't really like to say certain things about my life online. There's a lot of things I dislike to do because of how the internet is. Anyways, let's not talk about this right now. There's another site called Odyssey, and I'm really not sure where to go next, to stay on YouTube, to move to Odyssey, to go on both. I do want to open up and start a little bit of chat where we can maybe see each other on Discord, maybe Zoom one day. I'd like a little input that I do get. Alone, all in one, yes. Or an A and I, because in alone, the L letter and the I letter actually look the same, which is saying AI1. 15 is Mars. It's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The electronic world, the J hook. You ever see a hook of how they throw a basketball? Even the way you throw a basketball, the way you hit a hockey puck, the way you hit a baseball, the way you kick a soccer ball. It's crazy how everything is telling us, all tells. The moon looked like it had snow on it yesterday. You know what? I saw the moon look like it was silver. The sun looked like it was silver. In fact, they look the same. Missing some of these things. 5 times 5 times 5 is memory of Earth and Mars. 6 by 6 by 6 is the connection to the half-life of the moon, because 6 times 6 times 6, if I remember, is 216, and that's also your birth. 7 by 7 by 7, if I remember, is 343. That's your CD, compact disc. 8 by 8 by 8, I think that's memory again. 8 by 8 is 64, right? The 7th gate, 64, 23, 64, 23, 46, or 64, all reach the purple, red, and blue, the 7th gate, and the word 1. Because 1, well, this is 64. 46, I'm just getting a little mixed up. Hold on a second. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, and 8 times 8 equals to 64 equals to 1. It's just, I don't know if I'm confused or you're confused. This over here. 8 and 8 is 16, 16 and 64 is 80, and that's the sideline passage that was rerouted from Highway 66 or Road 66 is 88. So you add them together and you multiply them, and it brings the diamond with the square together. The 18 by 18 brings you 360 degrees. Your 19 by 19 brings you one extra and brings you the church. 19 by 19, which is the word, this one will eventually go into the moon. It'll be your AC, DC, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4. DC created from AC, 4 by 3 is 12, plus 7 equals to 19. 91, 7 by 13, 7 and 4 equals 28 cycle, 713, 74, God. 19 by 19, 38, it's also your birth. 19 and 19, 9 and 9, 18, angel resident. 1 and 1 is 2, 1 and 8 is 9, 29. To create 29, you need 14 or 76. To create 65, you need 23 or 15. To create 35, you need 55 or 38. 5 times 5, 25. 3 by 8, 24. 5 and 5, 10. 3 and 8, 11. This equals 35. This equals 35. You minus, it's 15 Mars. You minus, it's 13. Your AC power, 6 and 4. Yeah, they have to read the incoming as much as we have to read the incoming, but they're working on it and believe strongly in it, and they work on it, and they move around the people all around the world. We never get enough time to settle in before something costs a little bit more, before we lose our job, before we have to worry. All the people in the world are worrying where they're going to get their next dollar to pay their car, their house, their mortgage, where they're going to get their groceries, take care of their kids, what's going on in school, because everything keeps moving, and we're just tuckered out trying to follow the system. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Say it now, because this night is coming to an end. An hour and 27 minutes every single night. There's a lot of numbers in here. Oh, my friend, I stopped following the system a long time ago. I stopped following the system a long time ago. Or did I? That's my question. Did I stop following the system? I'm still using the multimedia, right? We have to stick. Part of the system is the real system of how it's supposed to work. We're just on the grindstone. I stopped this. If you're going to stop the system, those who are looking for a lot of entertainment, they say, well, stop living life. Should we stop living life or continue living life? You have to continue living life. I say if you're going to stop the system, hold on a second, private message. The private message says, let me read this private message. Stop shopping. Stop shopping. Stop doing upgrades. And then in another instance, it says, spend all the money you can spend before you have no money at all. And only what you have in possession will be worth anything, and all your money will be worth nothing. Well, that's not really true. Everything can be worth nothing. I mean, go back 100 years, what they did. Go back. In every system, they just... Anyways, I don't like to get into what we're doing. We're here to dissect the... we're here just to dissect the small things. What the number one... Oh, I was making a design of 5775, right? 5.5 times 1440 of the day equals 7920 the Earth. We have a 3-day cycle, and that 3-day cycle is 2 moons. So the Earth is 5.5, and the moon is 1.5 times the minutes in a day. 1.5 times 1440 equals 2160. 5.5 times 1440 equals 7920. So what is 5.5 times 1.5. 8.25 or 258, the center of numbers, is how we can link the totality of the moon and the earth. And if we add up the total between 5.5 and 1.5, we end up with 7 for the 7 days, or 10,080. Oh my God, that's the number we were talking about in the last video. 7920 plus 2160 equals to 10080. We were talking about this the other night, this number. And this is Earth and the moon. Divide that by 60 minutes equals 168. I'm gonna have to show you what this is. Let me just show you what this is. Earth 7920. How do you get 7? 25920. We now have the Mayan cycle. 16920 into the Mayan cycle and Earth. 34920. All of these have to do with the Mayan cycle. The Mayan cycle runs on this, but each one of these have the same components. This is your birth in the sun. Here is the moon. When you add this to this, it becomes 1080. When you divide 10080 divided by 60, the 60 minutes or 60 seconds gives you the 168 hours in a week. When you divide it by the 24-hour day, it equals to 420. 420 is your Earth planet. It's representative of 9 and 5, and it's also representing the bypass, which is 80. 4 times 20 equals 80. So it's a representation of the divided roads, Highway 66, passing through all the cities. Do you understand where I'm going with this? I'm going a little quick with this. Sometimes I'm not right on. 420 is also 360, 4 times 90, and then 1 times 9. 6 times 60, or 7 times 60. So there's one extra 60 in between 360 and 420. So that means this 10080 divided by now 360 degrees equals to 28, which is now the cycle in the moon. So they all seem to come together. What's 7920 divided by 28? 28, 57. No. So I'm going to stop calculating. I'm tired. Okay, so I'd like to know more. Send me something at my email if you have it. Send me something you found. Send me something you did. Explain how you did it. And that would be nice. If just I'm just going to leave my email here. I already know that I don't have to hide my email because it's all over. And has anybody seen the paperwork or the doctors who spoke about XLRU? You know, they're coming out with a plan for XLRU for all the people. And there's a bunch of doctors that came out there and they were talking why what they plan on doing for XLRU is not good for your is not good for your 1919 is not good for 1925. In fact, the system, it's funny, I'm not sure who said this, but Nyan is also the system. 1928, Nyan and system have almost the same explanation in numeric value because the S is one part of the moon cycle. The S is 19, the moon cycle is 57, so 19, 19, 19 equals to that 57. As well, it becomes the skies of Saturn, the disguise of Saturn. Raphael, bad stuff. I'm not sure what you found in that bad stuff. What is bad stuff? You're supposed to be in bed. We're all going to sleep now, so everybody say goodnight. Whoever left me a message, say goodnight so that I'll feel better leaving. Otherwise, every time I leave a video, I feel very much alone here. So I have to concentrate. when I go to bed. To one side, to the other side, facing forward. The I, the H. The H and the I, all telling different stories. Good night, Kathy. You can sew. Don't let the Beggs bug bite. Don't let the Beggs bugs bunny bite. Communication. Don't have communication disrupt your sleep. Look into the monolites. I'm going to have to write this down. I'm very upset. The other night, I was told to look at something, and I'm going to repeat this, and I'm going to say it in every video. If you have told me to look at something, and I wrote it down, and I lost it, because I don't like to say the monolith. Sounds like the Israelites. Can't see this. The monoliths. Monoliths. Okay, I'm going to look that up. But the other night, I have to look through my 2 books. Somebody told me something to study. I said, yes, I'm going to do it. Just like I want to go and look at the Mighty Messers stuff. And the way I want to look at Levette, Miss Levette. I want to look at her stuff. I seem to go over it and not do it. Time 0. Anybody know anything about the Santa Claus? Pigs, sausages, bacon, panels, moons. My book looks terrible. So it's not in this book. Somebody wrote something to me. And somebody else wrote something to me. The sun, the moon, the earth. The average Joe. The average Joe abiding citizen. Think about that. Biden. The average Joe abiding citizen. And then there's the neighbor. The 1 is the neighbor to the 4. The 2 is also the neighbor to the 4. So 1 and 2 neighbors the 4. And then the 5. So 4 numbers. And there's 6 on here. There's 6, 4 around, 1 up and down. When 1 is down, there's 1 up. There's only 1 up. When 6 is up, 1 is down. 2, 3, 4 all around. E, 135. F, 162. G, 189. H is the moon. I is the vibration. A is the red is red. B is the sun. C is Venus. D is the week of Mars. E is the ace. F is the birth. And then there's 189. I forget what that is. I don't remember what this was and why I did it. If we can look at it together on another day. The real long year of the Hebrews is 384 days. Just trying to see. I'm looking for a page. If you don't give anything a name, how bad can it be? Okay, he's watching you. Lithium batteries. Good night, bud. Look at the monoliths. It's more than art. It's satanic. Satan, Titanic, and everything is sinking. If it's sinking, it sank. Sink is number 5. Everything sinks to 5. Santa Claus, yes. Santa laws. The laws of Santa. Anta. Santa. Anita. Anita Bryant. Orange juice. He's watching you. Good night. I don't know. I can do it on this hand, right? See you tomorrow. Give me something to do. Write me something, and I'll look it up. I'll make something up. Mr. Tech Pans at msn.com. Lithium, yes. Lithium batteries. Lithium to keep you going. Good night.